up, guys? So today we're going for a test drive in this 1969 Chevy El Camino. Came back as a matching number 350, and it does have power steering and power brakes. Looks like the AC. Let's follow it around. It is hooked up, so we'll be checking it out. Fairly clean motor. Okay, in these videos, we take these cars down the road. We point out what's wrong, and I do that so you know what you're getting before you get here. It's the best way to sell a car, in my opinion, especially from an online perspective. This is the first time that I've driven this one. We buy the cars. We are family. I've got, a couple uncles that go out and buy all these cars all the time. Everybody here has their position. Just so happens I'm doing all the reviews now. There's detailed pictures taken by someone else, inside out and underneath, so that gives you two perspectives. And of course, we have financing and shipping on all of our rides. I'm usually putting out about 10 to 15 cars every week on Monday around 12. So if you want to be first, you need to check on Monday around 12. A lot of times these cars do sell fairly quick, and you'll see that if you paid attention to Maple Motors. For now, sit back, relax. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we'll look around the interior and check a few things out. Place those bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? It's a little game we play on the channel. Let's go ahead and start this one up. I want to get it warmed up. I had it running for a second before. You can see the temperature is still low. We've got great oil pressure in the battery. Let's see. It's charging. Sounds like the radio is working. Let's see about this AC here. Okay, compressor is pulling down, and you can see that's definitely charging. It's blowing. It's already cold outside is the problem, but let's see if it stays cool. We'll give her a second. Wipers do work. Looking around the interior a little bit. Seat is a little bit older. Door panel's in good shape there. Got the spare tire behind the seat. Headliner, it could use a little bit of help. Somebody's zip tied that portion there. It's hanging down. Got the mirror on this side. It feels fairly cold, but I can't guarantee the AC is working right now. And the reason is because it is pretty cold today. But the compressor is kicking on because every time I cut it off, the idle comes up. We've got a quarter tank of gas. And the tach is working. I'll show you the mileage. 54,000 miles. That's what it's showing at least. But this is a 69 model, so come on. You really think it's 54,000 miles? Turn signals are popping up. Did you place your bets on the horn? Little cracks there. But it works. On both sides too. All right, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay guys, here we go, getting ready to take off. There's a seatbelt there. There we go. Get her shortened up a little bit. Clicked on now. Let's try reverse while we're here. Neutral and drive. We'll roll this window up. Here we go. Anything I see, you'll know about. Again, this is the first time I've personally driven this ride. We get them in, there's other people that have driven them and checked them out before they handed them to me to do the review. Because I was getting some comments. They're like, you drove that before you did that. Well, I didn't, but yeah, somebody did. Here we go. Speedometer looks like it's working. It's shifting out pretty smooth. We're going straight. The steering wheel's not perfectly straight. That can be fixed. Tight steering. What's the brakes do? Let's go. See the bags getting thrown forward in the floor. They feel okay. When I get into the throttle, the engine temperature's at 190, so we're good and safe to floor it. It doesn't feel like the kickdown is actually hooked up on this one. We'll double check on that. Yeah, I don't think it is. That's the passing gear. It's on the carburetor. It links to the transmission. which is not a big deal. Most tranny shops can hook that up. A lot of people, it's funny, I've heard different stories and stuff. Y'all leave comments on here all the time like, why wouldn't they hook that up? A lot of people say they let their kids drive these cars and they don't want them getting on it. I swear. And I'm like, well, maybe you put a new carburetor on it and didn't know how to hook it up. But either way, that's the story there. Good thing is we don't have to stop and get fuel, so we can skip that part of the video. Gas gauge is floating around quarter tank. We'll jump over and get some outside shots. Again, brakes feel good. She's still got plenty of get up and go. It sounds nice and throaty. Sounds like our fan is tapping the fan shroud. It's not all the time, it's just every once in a while. I'll see if it needs to be tied up and pulled away from the fan. Hear it? That's what that is. Okay. Next up, I'm going to get some undercarriage shots. We'll get some outside footage. So far, it runs and drives good. I'll be right back. right, got y'all on ultra widescreen head cam, rolling that window up. Yeah, it seems like I only use the widescreen now is for the head cam on the way back. I was using it on the windows, but I kind of like the standard Just mix it up a little bit. What do y'all think? Widescreen or standard? You can't really use widescreen on the outside. It like stretches the car out. They've got narrow. It makes it just like absolutely perfect, but then it's hard to get all the shots. So I like standard. All right, come on. Come on, you can do it. Let's roll. This car's definitely got some get up and go. There is cracks in the steering wheel, on the bottom and the top, and the sides. The guy behind me is going slow, thankfully, so I can slow down, get back in the throttle there. This car sounds awesome going down the road. Great throttle response. There's a nice little bump up here in the road. Feels like one wheel pill. I think it was on the right side there. I tried not to do it too much, but a little bump. That was about a half throttle takeoff there. So she's definitely got some pep. Pulling back into the car a lot. Thanks for sticking around throughout the video. Picking up the flaws is up next. You're gonna wanna see the cosmetic issues on this car. Be back. Okay, let's walk around this ride. Anything that I find, you'll know about. There's like chips and scratches and dents, and I want to go over all that with you so you know what you're getting. This one does have a hazy paint job. You can see it's very oxidized, it's older. So we won't go over every little chips. I'm just going to be looking for basically rust and big dents, anything like that. This paint job is gone on this one. It needs to be redone. Okay, let's get started up front. Front bumper, there's a little spot there on the chrome. Pitting all over it. It's hazy. Sun battered. This one's not overheating. When we get the cars in, we top the radiators off, check all the fluids, and of course the excess from the radiator will overflow onto the ground. So that's what that is. All right. Around your headlight bezel there. Paint stain on it. Coming down this side, there's a dent right here. Trim's kind of hanging right there in the corner. Needs a screw put back in it. Got a little bit of rust popping up here at the bottom, common area. A little bit of pitting right there on your tail light. See all the chips and the oxidation coming down the side. Stain there in the paint. Dent right there. There's some stuff popping up here in the corner. Your front windshield on this side looks great. We'll check the other side here in a moment. The seal around your vent window is in good shape. You got hazy trim. Chrome looks good. Little cracks there. Pitting on your door handle. The top back here has got some little bubbles in it. There's a little rust up under there. Listen. Got cracks in your vinyl top. Down your pillar actually looks decent. Up top, vinyl top is just stained. Little bubbles popping up here. Right there too, up in the middle. So there's some rust up under this. Just rubbing, you couldn't see it, but rubbing your hand across it. Let's get my hand dirty. But it's got some bubbles popping up. The trim around it looks all right. There's some bubbles here too. And down this side you got pitting on these rails back here. A little rust there. Looking down in your bed, lots of chips. It was used as a truck bed there. Little scratches here and there. Dents on that fender. This side, same. The fender well there. Coming up on the back here. It's a magnet tag, rubber plating. Back pitting on your rear bumper. Lots of chips around the edge there. A little bit of pitting on your chrome. Opening this up, there's dents on top. Never open this. There we go. So we do got both straps. Always look inside there. A little bit of paint chipping off. Surface stress trying to form. Bit of rust there in the corner. Coming on up with this, and it shuts good, so let's go ahead and head down this side, lower portion. Rust in the back corner, driver's rear, also up here in the front under the paint. Little chips at the bottom. Bubbles up in the front here. Chips up here. Back this midsection. Scuffs. Chips right there on that door. Bunch of them on this car. Like I said, paint is weak. Little rust there. Pitting. Same with it here. In the corner there. Some dents up here. Pitting. Same with the mirror there. It's not bad though. A little loose, be tightened up. Should be a screw on the inside here. You can tighten. Yeah, you see it's kind of loose. I can actually hit that with my screwdriver before we leave out of this parking lot. Dings there. Okay. Seal. Trim there's a little foggy. It can be cleaned up. It's got some scuffs over here though. Vinyl top needs to come off. There's rust, little bubbles popping up. These vinyl tops trap water and cause that issue. Dent here in the trim. Bubbles in the front there. Up here too. See it all over in that vinyl. Okay, so we're gonna check out the interior and then we'll get the motor started on this one. Door panel, not too bad, looks pretty good. Weather stripping's falling apart, needs to be replaced. Bottom of your door, want to check that for sure. Well, it looks pretty good, not bad. Carpet's older. A little rip there in the back of the seat. Driver's seat. A little wrinkly, but it's not ripped up. It looks okay. Light works, headliner needs to be redone. Dash pad on this one is actually in decent shape. It looks pretty good. Opening your glove box, huge. Ashtray, it's stuck, but I got it open. Pretty clean. It is stiff there. Let's go ahead and start it up. Decent engine temperature, great oil pressure. And we're charging it. Cracks all in that right there. So I can hear the compressor kicking on. But now that's warm. And I have it on AC. I was trying this control here to see if it changed anything. And it doesn't. So we know the compressor's kicking on, but it's not cold. I don't know what consists of fixing the AC on this one, but it definitely needs a little bit of work. Oh, hit the horn with elbow. Sounds like a little bit of an exhaust leak here. Come it down with the hood here. Hinge is sitting a little high there. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share this video. There's detailed pictures, financing, and shipping at maplemotors.com. I'm gonna head on back to the lot and grab another one. Thanks again, guys. See you later.